everybody, Sean Dotson here with The Flip Side. And today I want to discuss Forrest Fenn's secret special deer fawn place. And I want to discuss it because I believe we're all placing too much emphasis on what we believe is special to Forrest. And then we try and force fit an entire solve around what we think that special place is. And it's like putting the cart before the horse. And it's kind of exactly what I was doing when I first got into this. If you recall in my, evolution of a poem purist video, I kind of followed the herd mentality and thinking that Warm Waters Halt was in Madison Junction because it was in Yellowstone, and that was such a fawn place for Forrest. So I built this entire solve based around that idea. And what I was doing and what everybody else was doing was what I believe was force-fitting their entire solve around a preconceived idea, what we believed Forrest Fenn's special place was. And of course, in his book, The Thrill of the Chase, he talks about a love for Yellowstone. He spent all his summers growing up in that area. So, yeah, it seemed like that place. And again, I think it's us force-fitting what we believe or interpret is that special place. And I want to go back to a video that was done in 2013, and the interviewer was a lady by the name of Jennifer London. And in that video, she asked Forrest Fenn the following question. She asked Forrest, how did you pick that particular spot to bury the chest? And Forrest responded, well, I don't want to give too many more clues. It's in a very special place to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I couldn't just take it out and bury it in the ground someplace where I didn't know where I was. I think that was a crucial part of it. So what does he say? He says it was a very special place to me. And meaning that it's just special to Forrest. And while we can think that our national parks are special to all of us as Americans, and that's the reason why they have become our national parks, no different than the Grand Canyon, no different than Yellowstone National Park, that we deem those to be special places in our country, so we wanted to isolate and protect those areas. So they're special places not to just Forrest, not to just me, not to just you, but to all of us. But this particular place is special to Forrest. And for reasons that we cannot yet fathom, and we may never know. As Forrest Fenn has recently told us, that the reason that that place is special to him was originally in his autobiography, In the Chest, but he took it out for personal reasons. What that reason is, we don't know. And I'll read that, what he wrote. And this was a question that came from Jenny on the 24th of April. She said, Dear Forrest, you say that there was only ever one place you wanted to hide your treasure chest because of how special the spot was to you. When a searcher arrives to this location, will they understand why it was so special to you? And did you include that reason in your autobiography, In the Chest? And Forrest responded, Jenny, maybe they will, but probably not. Their minds may be on other things. It was in my autobiography until I removed it for personal reasons. So he says, maybe they will, but probably not. And it reminds me of, those that have figured out the first two clues and have arrived at that location and then went on past the other 7 clues, not knowing they had been so close. Because they are not able, or none of us are really able to identify or understand why that location is special to Forrest. We're looking around, and I could look at this place and think, oh, hey, this is a special spot. But for you to arrive at this location, you may not understand why may be special to me. So those that arrived at that location of the first two clues were looking around and going, well, this doesn't seem like a special place, because those people that arrived at that location and were so close to the treasure were trying to force fit their interpretation of what they believed is special to Forrest. And we can't understand that because it is a personal reason. And that personal reason can be anything like, I don't know, the first place that him and Peggy kissed, or the last place that him and his father fished together, or a place that him and Skippy used to go looking for artifacts. We don't know why this place is special to Forrest. We don't know why. But we try and force fit our interpretation of that because of what we read inside The Thrill of the Chase, or stories that he talks about in Too Far to Walk. I think that is putting the cart before the horse. And I think it's expensive folly. You're going about it the wrong way. What we really ought to be doing is paying attention to just the words in the poem and allowing those words to lead us to that place. And maybe after we have found the treasure, maybe we will understand why that place is special to Forrest. And we may never know, because he's taken that reason out. And if you don't find, or if any of us don't find this treasure before Forrest Fenn passes, we may never know that reason. And even if you find the treasure and you sit down with Forrest, he may never even tell you why, even if you ask him. That may be that personal to Forrest, that he's not willing to share it, and that is exactly why he's taken it out of his autobiography. So again, folks, I just want to tell you that don't try and force fit what you believe that special place to be, and then wrap your entire solve around that. That's the wrong way of doing it, and I think you're gonna spin your wheels. Now you may find it. That may be the right way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. I just think it's the backwards way of doing it. Listen to what the words are telling you, understand the poem, and allow it to lead you to that place. You may never have the answer to why it's special until you find it and maybe have that opportunity to sit down with Forrest and ask him that question. So folks, I hope you enjoy this spot. I know I'm enjoying it today. I was driving out to some locations, and it just seemed like a great opportunity to do a video out here and give you something great to look at. So I'm enjoying the weather, I'm enjoying the scenery where I'm at today, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all on the flip side.